Hello, my name is Seth Finch, and I'm going to be doing a Pecha Kucha on bullying, abuse, and biases. Now, these three are pretty synonymous in name, though their descriptions are different, but I see that they're both very prevalent in this world and they need to be talked about a lot more than they should be. And let's start with bullying. I see a bully as somebody who is bigger than you, stronger than you, in whatever way, and will do what he wants because he can and you can't stop him. I've had a personal experience with this where I was at my locker minding my own business and a bully came up to me, and because he was bigger and stronger than me, he decided it'd be fun to just pick me up and slam me against my locker. I couldn't do anything about it. I didn't have the ability to, but to him, it was a funny joke, it was a silly game, and it was just as test as might. And as students walked by and I watched, I just felt worse and worse because nobody was seeing me as a victim. All I saw was a joke. But with that being said, that's the physical damage that I did was very minor, and emotional damage is where the real issue comes in. A bruise heals in a week, but if you destroy someone's self-esteem, it can take years to fix it, especially because you carry that with you your whole life. If you get told by your loved ones every day that you're worthless, you're ugly, you're annoying, it's a placebo effect. At first you're like, well, you're just mad at me. But if you constantly hear it from day to day, you'll start to believe it. And then all of a sudden, you just crush your own self-esteem. Now with Facebook here, it hasn't been any easier to bully people over the internet or, just be mean. I could go over right now and just chug up a rumor about somebody that's not true, or somebody who just yelled at somebody for no reason. And it just adds to that effect of emotional stress. As you go deeper, you find, the troll guy here, his catchphrase being, "You mad, bro?" And what trolls will do is they'll post something to somebody that they will find offensive, hurt their feelings, and then ask, "Are you mad, bro?" Of course they're mad. You offended them. But what the troll doesn't see is that they're actually dealing damage. They think like this. I'm hurting nobody because I'm behind a computer screen and they're behind a computer screen. This doesn't hurt my feelings, so it shouldn't hurt your feelings. Correct? No, you're hurting people's feelings, and it's this sort of ignorance that is what really damages people. My father is actually a product of work bias. Just like this picture, he got affected by ageism, and he got fired from his job just because he was too old, and there's nothing you could do about it. And as it goes even on further, it goes into traditions, and traditions that are totally wrong, just like college hazing. That's the worst tradition I could think of. But because it's tradition, it's okay to do. And once again, that's the ignorance. There's no reason to haze people in college. There's no reason to haze people ever to make them feel part of a group. Like Lemony Snicket says in the blank book here, just because something is tradition is no reason to do it, of course. And if you see a tradition that's wrong, if you see a tradition that doesn't work, fix it. Don't be ignorant and say, "Oh, well, it's not my responsibility because it's tradition." That's just you just being irresponsible. And the only way to fix it is by standing up and speaking out against it. But one person alone isn't going to stop it. It might garner attention, but what you need people to band together. One person saying to somebody, "Hey, he's bullying me," well, they'll be like, "Okay, well, if it happens again, don't, come contact me again." But if 5 people say that guy's bullying that person, all of a sudden it gets looked at a lot more in depth, and a lot more gets done because there's multiple people. It's the strength in numbers. With forums, adding this little post, if you see somebody getting hurt in a forum by a troll, add this post. Guess what happens? People will take notice of this post. Notice that this troll is just being completely, illogical, and they'll either A, attack the troll, which is not right, or B, stop the posting. And that's where I want to get into saying you can't fight fire with fire. Fire and fire makes fire. More fire. What you need to do is pour water on it, and that's by being supportive, empathetic, and understanding. And you need to help people recover from these issues. And more so, I can see this with bullies as, a bully is lacking in something and they feel like they're not in control, and they'll project that onto others by being a bully. And what needs to happen is not you bully the bully. That's not going to help him. What you need to do is show the bully what's wrong. You need to be empathetic to what he's going through. You need to tell him, hey man, I see you're bullying people. What's wrong and why are you doing this? Now, not all bullies are going to be, oh, well, I see what's wrong and blah, blah, blah. Some people are just fickle and they will do what they do. It's part of life. But the hope is that you can do something about it. And the best thing to do something about it is to first stop enabling it. With those kids passing by me and not helping me with that bully is just proving the bully to do it again. You need to stand up and say something about it to stop it, stop the enabling. And what I used to help me with the issues that came from bullying and some of the mental abuse that I went through was by taking martial arts. It taught me, values, honesty. You can read it. It helped me learn empathy because when I saw people not as good as me, I said I can help them. When I had self-esteem issues, that helped me recover the self-esteem I lost because people helped me. As Gandhi says, be the change you want to see in this world. The picture's black and white. The words are black and white. This is black and white. All you need to do is stand up and just do something about it. Don't let it pass by. Don't ignore it. That's what makes it worse. Just change it. Well, that's my Pecha Kucha on abuse, bullying, and bias. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.